Death. It was something I had grown used to in this business, but it was still something that could shake you to your core. Loss of human life was something that no one should ever become desensitized to. Yet here I was, staring death in the face and showing no emotion. Maybe I'd conditioned myself to be used to it at this point. It felt horrible to lose a person in battle, and I could only imagine how my team would feel. As I stared at Sawyer's cold body, I knew he'd been dead for a while. I hoped the shot to his brain meant that he hadn't suffered much. It would only be a matter of time before the rest of my team was here to clean up the mess. This one would be harder to clean up. After all, he was one of our own. Sawyer Maxwell had been a newer member of Cross Sentinel, having been a part of our organization for only a year. He wasn't working on a case at the moment and ended up dead. He'd been one of our newer recruits and was an excellent team member from what I had been told. And now he was gone. With my glove-covered hand, I pulled out a piece of paper that had been placed in the front pocket of his jeans. It was a senseless act, one that could have been avoided. But even before I read what was on the paper, I knew that this murder was directed at me. I knew who'd killed him. My father. Just like he killed my wife. I'd probably suspected everyone around me at one point or another while grieving. It led to me burying myself in my work, and then Cross Sentinel was born. I always wanted to venture out on my own, and my wife's death was the catalyst. I'd failed to protect her. I remember it feeling as if my sanity was on the brink and could snap at any second when I had to identify her body. In the days after her death, I remember Damien coming to me and trying to be a sounding board because he too knew what it was like to lose someone, even if Damien's ex-girlfriend, Charlotte, wasn't dead. Although Haley died years ago now, there was still unfinished business that I needed to take care of, and now I knew it involved the person who was supposed to always be in my corner no matter what. Not that that meant anything. My father never had my back when I was growing up, so why would he start now? That didn't mean that I thought he would kill my wife. I'd kept my distance from my family for a while, including Aunt Selena, who had tried to be a beacon of light during my darkest days. But it wasn't enough. I needed to be by myself to heal. Heal? That was almost comical because I still couldn't tell anyone if I was healed today. It'd been 7 long years of pain, sacrifice, and anger. Anger about why I couldn't have stopped it from happening. And the kicker was that my father had organized it all. My thoughts were brought to a halt when I saw black SUVs flying down the road. In no time, they braked, and members of Cross Sentinel began filing out of the cars one by one. The dejected looks on their faces were to be expected, but the feelings they must have been experiencing as the results of trying to investigate and clean up the scene were outweighed by one common goal: finding who hurt one of our own.